Australia. That knock that I think inspired so many generations, continue to inspire, and that fighter within you, wo jo choti ladki thi, that young girl in Moga, that came to the fire. All these years later, do you think of the impact of that knock, what it meant in a World Cup?
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I mean, that knock was something which really special to me and special to entire women cricket. And definitely, after that knock, a lot of things changed personally in my life and especially in women's cricket also, because that time I didn't realize, what happened, because that time I was totally off from social media. But when we came back to India, and even though we lost the World Cup, but the amount of people who were waiting for us, they're cheering for us, I think that was something very special. And I think still I remember that inning, and still I get goosebumps. I think that was a very special inning, and really happy that it came from me.
171 against Australia, that too in a World Cup semi-final. It's incredible. This is a fifth one-day World Cup for you, a fifth World Cup. So many lessons. It's your first as captain, that too in India. Is there emotion? Is there pressure? What is the anticipation for you personally building up into this World Cup?
I think same like how I played my first ODI World Cup, that I just want to go there and enjoy my cricket. I think that is something which is more important to me, because that's why I started playing cricket, because I enjoyed this sport a lot. But playing in front of home crowd, that is always special, and hopefully, this time we'll give our 100% and try to, break that barrier which all Indian fans and we all are waiting for it.
There's something about you when it comes to these big world events where you definitely give it more than your 100%. I mean, one of the greatest, big match players sitting right there. I've got another one sitting right here. You average over 50 in Cricket World Cups. It brings out that beast mode in you. What is it about that pressure situation that brings out the best in you, Harman?
I think World Cups are always special, and always want to do well for my country. And, World Cup's contribution is always, people remember. And I think that is something, which is very special for me. I just want to, keep doing well for my country. And as you mentioned, Yuvi's name, because he's been always, supporting. And I was actually very nervous when we came here. But the moment I met Yuvi Bhaiya, all the pressure gone, because whenever I see him, that always gives me a lot of motivation. And I think the way he performed when we won home World Cup, the kind of performance I always look from me, and hopefully this World Cup try to give my 100%.
It always, so much of it comes down to preparation, not just in that moment as well. You've had a great series in England, some really positive results there. You've got a series coming up right before the World Cup against Australia as well. Personally, for you and for your team, what are the goals in terms of preparation?
Well, whenever we play against Australia, that's always challenging, because, they are very competitive, and you always get to know, where you're standing and what are the areas you need to, improve as a team. I think right before the World Cup, that series is going to, give us a lot of clarity, and hopefully, we'll play our best cricket, and I think the same momentum will continue for the ODI World Cup.
Coming into this, coming back home after beating England in England, getting an overseas result, forgetting what happened in 2017, that final, although it was a great World Cup and meant so much for Indian cricket. Beating some team that has won before, teams that are considered challengers, that too in their own backyard, you've come away with performances. Smithy, Jemmy, all of you have come away with individual performances. What is your confidence like right now?
To be honest, very high, because, the amount of cricket we played in last couple of years, that's really gave us a lot of confidence. And at Touchwood, the way, we are playing from last, a couple of years, we just want to continue with that. And I think it's all about the mindset and, fearless cricket we have been playing. A lot of credit goes to BCCI, our sports staff, and the amount of training we are doing and efforts we are putting in our training camps. That's finally giving us results, and hopefully, this World Cup will be very special for us.
What is your anticipation of playing in a home World Cup? Of course, UVPA has done that recently. The men's team also did that back in November. Playing in a home World Cup, going to so many different venues that you're very comfortable with this. What are the stories that you've heard about what it means to play in a home World Cup? Will you take on a different expectation? What will it feel like having your family and friends right in front of you, not just watching you on TV?
Well, I think playing in front of family and fans, that's always special. And as I mentioned earlier, I started playing cricket because I love this sport. And again, I know there will be a lot of pressure, but at the same time, I just want to enjoy each and every moment of this World Cup because this is going to be very special for all of us.
We will enjoy it as well. Thank you, Harman, for sharing those thoughts. Let's try and complete the triumvirate as well. Someone who is just elegance personified. Smriti Mandhana has often been at the top of the world, and we want to see her at the top of the world in a couple of weeks as well. Smriti, please join us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Smriti. Super, super. Thank you. Harman, take a seat. Come. One of the questions actually that we wanted to ask was, what was it like growing up? And I know a lot of them have the same stories. We played with the boys, we played with the brothers, and how much things have changed. We're just at the peak of what would be a Women's World Cup now. So I know you two have similar stories. You played with the boys, you played with your brothers, you grew up like that. The evolution of Indian women cricket in particular, how do you view it now, Smriti?
Yeah, it's massive. I mean, all of us have pretty much the same story that we started playing with our brothers, and father also used to play cricket for the very long time. That was the main story. But when I see people around, especially where I come from Sangli, which is not the biggest cities in India, but I see a lot of parents getting their daughters, and they have a clear plan that I want my girl to play for India or WPL or all of that sort. So yeah, I mean the amount of girls playing cricket at this moment is massive, and it's a lot to do with how the last 8 years have panned out, and the moves which BCCI has done in recent times, and the WPL. I mean, all of those things together. I mean, it's just been a massive thing, and we're just fortunate that we are part of something, and we are part of a movement for women's cricket, which we all feel really happy and proud about.
I think you said it beautifully because, Mithali 2017, that World Cup final, these girls also, that was a pivotal moment for what it meant to be an Indian woman cricketer. And all of you had impacts, you had personal moments of that. Your maiden World Cup century as well. What are your memories from that against West Indies at Taunton? Your memories from that moment to score in a World Cup, to have the kind of run that you did in 2017?
Yeah, I mean, we all remember that World Cup. I mean, not only my innings, but we remember each other's innings as well, because that World Cup was special in a lot of ways for the whole team. And more than the 100, I think I remember the first match against England where I scored some runs, and that was very important in terms of I was coming back after injury. I was very nervous, and to get the start which we did, I mean, that was really nice. But apart from personal ones, all I remember and we all remember from that World Cup is the way we all were as a team and the kind of welcome we got back, and the things which changed post the World Cup. So, I mean, to witness 171 was just, I mean, we all were very emotional to see the way everyone just came together at different times and performed.
But you also now, in the past 2 years, especially this year, you're like a run machine. The runs are just flowing off the blade. This January scored the fastest 100 by Indian women in an ODI that helped the team score 435. I mean, 435 to wonder if it could be done. First Indian to 10 ODI centuries.
In terms that I know I have put in the hard work, I've put in that extra work behind. And when I go out on field, now it's just about reacting. So yeah, I mean, that calmness only comes with the way you work. So I would say that in last 1.5 odd years, that's been a massive change for me personally and also within the team.
Smriti, 2017, we go back to that because it was such a pivotal moment for Indian women's cricket. Even in terms of broadcast, it broke absolute numbers. It changed a lot of perceptions in the way that we consume women's cricket. 2025, a home World Cup, has the potential to go even further than that. So for the moment, we won't talk about the result. Obviously, that's what you want. That's the obvious one. But in terms of the impact that you hope this 2025 World Cup would leave for you as a team, have you thought of that?
I feel that for us to think as a team is something which we are not really thinking, because whenever we have done whenever we have done well in terms of performances, everything else has taken care by itself.
Yeah.
So for us as a team is what we are just preparing really, really well. We've had few preparations camp. We had an amazing England tour. We have one tour before the World Cup, and that's, to be fair, that's the only thing which we are thinking, because as Indian team, we all know our fans and we know that how well they come to support us, and which I'm very confident that they're going to do that in this World Cup as well. So for us as a team, it's only doing the best what we can do for the fans and not thinking anything instead of in terms of numbers, because I just feel that whenever we do that well, the numbers and everything takes care of by itself.
Absolutely, the numbers translate into results. Let's complete this triumvirate. Chemi Rodrigues, could you join us? You not only make us dance to your tunes, you make bowlers dance as you dance down the tracks with them. A huge welcome to Chemi Rodrigues as we complete this triumvirate of these three iconic cricketers who will harbor all our dreams, hopes, ambitions, carry our responsibilities, carries our dreams in this Women's World Cup. A huge welcome to Chemi as well on stage. You've always got a smile that we think life is so easy for you, but it's not. You work so hard consistently in the last couple of years to change things about yourself, to earn back favor. And in the recent series, we saw a lot of flexibility within you, Chemi. Where does that come from? Is that something that you've discussed as a team, or is that particularly something that you worked really hard on, knowing that there's a Women's World Cup and I need to be able to contribute from any position?
I think for me, how I look at it is firstly the World Cup. I think whatever we've planned as a team, the first conversation is, this is our goal, even if we play a bilateral series. So how we want to improve, thinking of the World Cup, we'll try and implement it here. And talking about flexibility, I think I am such a player that wherever I am, I want to contribute to the team. And if the team believes that I can do well in a particular place or in any situation, I want to be ready for it. So I think that, like Smriti said, I can completely relate to it. Even for me, a lot has changed with my preparation. A lot has changed with my mindset. And I am someone who I want to have a lot of confidence coming from my preparation and practice, which helps me out there. And I want to be ready for anything on the field. So I think that gives me a lot of clarity.
What are your emotions ahead of a home World Cup, a first one for you at that, and looking back at what the 2017 World Cup meant for you?
Talking about the 2017 World Cup, I was just telling Smriti, so when they played the finals at Lord's, I was 16 and a half at that time, and I remember Mumbai Cricket Association had told all the members over there, the under-19 girls, to go and felicitate our girls at the airport and receive them, because they were expecting no one to come, and they were like, okay, the women's team has done so well, it's our responsibility. And I remember at 5:30 a.m., we were at the Mumbai airport. I was having an India flag ready to welcome our team coming from England. And I so remember that all these people, they were very tired and at the same time disappointed because they were so close, yet it felt like so far. And they walked out of the airport thinking that nobody's going to be there. And I can tell you at 5:30 a.m. in the morning at the Mumbai airport, the whole airport was packed. Whole airport was packed with media and crowds. And people right now would think that, okay, that's normal. But at that time, for women's sport, it wasn't. So I remember this whole bunch of players coming in. We could see through the glass window. The whole bunch coming in, seeing so much crowd, going back inside again because they were not prepared for it. And I
think... Is that right?
And I think that was, for me, the turning point in women's cricket in India.
That's beautifully said, yeah.
Who
ran back first, by the way, I want to know?
We all ran back first thinking that they are here to hit us because we lost the World Cup.
There were no lathis, nothing in the crowd. Huh? We went back.
No, yeah. So that was my memory, and I'm so excited that I'm going to play my first ever 50-over World Cup, and that too, it's a home World Cup. So really looking forward to it.
It's really special. Again, I go back, Harman, to preparation because this result now in England, we looked at all of you in your performances, the confidence, the post-match presentations. You treated it very much like, this is business. It didn't treat it like, wow, this is a great victory for us away, even though we all as fans, as consumers certainly said that. So in terms of your own personal ambitions as a team, in terms of results away, in terms of opponents that are viewed as big match players, what did this victory actually mean? How does it translate now ahead of a World Cup?
Well, we were not surprised with the results because we knew, the kind of preparation we have done. We knew that, we can do this easily. I think that was something, we have been working really hard for it. But I think at the same time, we kept things very simple and we knew that, if we play good cricket, we can easily win any series or any tournament. And we were only talking about how we can win, how we can, improve ourselves. So I think for us, that was not something, we have done something really great because it was now our routines and we just want to, keep doing those things again and again.
Smriti, it was one of those series where all the experienced players, the big match players, all stood up in individual moments. So collectively, all your experienced players have had performances. But even you had a couple of debutants, a couple of youngsters that came in as well. For them to be able to thrive, can you describe what this team environment is like right now?
Yeah, I mean, just to add to what Harman said, I mean, sometimes when you come off a tour, what remains with you is the memories. And like in the last 1.5 month in UK, I just felt that a lot of things, even off the field, was very right about the team in terms of how everyone came together. And we as team are really big on it in terms that when that happens, of course we are working hard each day in, day out, but sometimes there's some things which are right even outside the field. I think that magic reflects. And yeah, I mean, for all the youngsters to come in and I remember Kranti taking her six wickets. I mean, to watch her bowl was just amazing. So sometimes the environment kind of really helps all of them. Everyone throughout the 300 odd balls when we are fielding, everyone was putting their life, and those one run saved is sometimes which we don't speak. We speak a lot about the 50s or the 100s or the 5 wickets, but I just feel the way everyone came together, fielded and was there for each other. One person had a bad performance, they had 4 people to talk to, and that's, I feel, reflects a very good team, and that's one thing which we would like to continue for the next 2 or 3 odd months.
One of the things that has changed, Jemmy, specifically, is the spotlight. Now a lot of the youngsters know that the spotlight is on you, the expectations on you. How much of that has to do with leagues like the WPL, where you're suddenly inserted into the spotlight, into the broadcast, you're sharing dressing rooms with tremendously experienced players? Does that make a difference in terms of the growth?
100%. I think what the WPL has done is given all youngsters a platform where they've performed and come to the Indian team, which has given them a lot more confidence to go out there, and maybe their debut doesn't feel as much pressure because they've already gone through so much pressure in the WPL, done well and come there. So I think that confidence helps them a lot more to come out there, play for India and express themselves. And we see that in this team especially, like Smriti said, with Kranti coming, her attitude, she's fearless, she's like, give me the ball, I want to bowl, I want to go out there and take wickets. So that attitude is so nice to see amongst the group that it pushes each one of us. I think it's like everyone learns from each other here. Like even though it's Harry, she'll come and tell us, I love that attitude and this is what we need to get in the team. So I think having the WPL has really impacted the confidence of the players coming into the Indian team.
Now see, Haridi was born with that attitude. She's been like that from the beginning only. How much has it changed to see these juniors who are equally as passionate, who are equally as driven, confidence? It's just there. It's changed a lot, hasn't it?
I love that, whenever, I just feel like, okay, finally, koi mere jaisa aaya, because, because when I was young, I was showing that aggression, many people, they stopped me to do that because maybe they didn't like it or they didn't want that attitude. But when somebody, come up with the same attitude, I really enjoy that and I never want to stop them. I want them to enjoy, I want them to continue the way, they have prepared themselves to reach this stage. So I think that is something which is very important, and they have all the freedom to, celebrate whenever we get those little moments.
It's okay, Smriti. Say something. When I said that, you laughed. You can say something about that attitude, because you've seen it in your team as well, these young players.
I think, I feel the odd one out now. No, I mean, to be fair, everyone has, as she said, everyone comes with that attitude, and the best thing is that, everyone is the way they are, and they just feel that they can be the way they want to, which is the best thing about the team is that we let them be the way they want to. That's one thing which also helps them to do what they can do.
So all three of you, actually, I'll ask this question to Harman, but I'll start with you. Do you look at the venues, Bengaluru, Indore, Visakhapatnam, Guwahati, Colombo? I mean, these are venues where we've seen some serious fandom for you. I mean, they're your name, Smriti's name, Jamie's name. The crowd just reverberates with that. How much do you believe that will impact your own performance in a home World Cup?
I think, as I mentioned earlier, that, one thing which really worked for me or worked for our team, that is, enjoying our cricket. I know fans are there to support us. I think that really helped when, things are not going in your way. When you enter the ground and you see the ground, you automatically feel motivated to do well for them and for your country. I think apart from that, there is no pressure. We just want to go there and enjoy.
Yeah, there's no hiding, Jamie? Once you walk out to any of these stadiums, everyone knows you, knows your business, and wants to see the best out of you.
Yeah, 100%. For us, it's like wherever we go to play in the world, it always feels like a home game. Yeah. Because somehow, somewhere, our fans always come and support us. And if I could just give you a small example of how our fans have supported us. So we were playing the test match in Mumbai against Australia. And there was a small bunch of people, I think 10 of them, called the Bucket Hatters, and they came, and usually we know as Aussies always sledging us, but they came before the test match could start, and just 10 of them were so loud, they kept sledging the Aussies that we didn't have to open our mouths there. And from before the game could start till the end, they didn't even stop. So just imagine, that was just 10 of them, but imagine an entire stadium packed, cheering for India, supporting us. I mean, right now I'm feeling motivated. I feel like going and playing right now.
Hang on, you said something very key. We didn't have to open our mouth there. So who is the biggest sledger in the team then? I know it's not you. Who's the biggest sledger in the team?
I think we'd like to keep it as a secret. We don't want to give our opponents too much information right now,
A good one. Speaking of opponents, who are you most excited? Yeah, I know you can score against anyone, Smriti, but who are you excited to play against? Who is there like extra doom against when you play a certain opponent? Australia, England? Who is the one that you're most looking forward to?
I think in World Cup it will be everyone, because we'll have to beat everyone to lift this trophy. So
no, I know
okay,
that.
I'm coming there. I think one team for sure, because Australia has been dominating in terms of the world events for the past 10 years. So for us, it's always an extra motivation whenever we play against them, that whenever we have a good game, we defeat